comes the yellow bug elevator. Christine here of We Go Places Tours. Welcome everyone. We're in Niagara Falls, Canada, and today we're going on a little adventure to check out the new Daredevil exhibit in the Skylon Tower. I'm very excited. Some of you may know that it used to be, a few years back, it used to be inside a place called Pyramid Place, but that place no longer exists. So now they brought it back. I'm excited to see what it looks like. So let's go have fun. Just to show you, this is my ticket. I bought one, it says adult barrel, and then ride to the top. Yes, we're gonna go to the top. Check out the view. Okay, so we just came into the Skylon Tower, and we have to go to the right. And I'm thinking this is it right here, the Daredevil barrels of Niagara Falls. Okay, let's go. Look, and there's a barrel right here. Okay, I'm gonna scan my ticket. Oh, wow. So this is the first kayak to shoot Whirlpool Rapids successfully in 1981. So if any of you have been to the rapids, you know how crazy powerful they are. And this person here, look at him right there, went over the rapids in this kayak right here. It shows the kayakers that went. They said they're all expert kayakers. Some of them competed in the Olympics. Performed a stunt in 1981, October 14th. They got granted special permission. All challenged the rapids in their kayaks and survived unharmed. So we're gonna start here with George A. Stahakis. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. On July 5th, 1930, George Stahakis completed the journey over the Horseshoe Falls. He hoped to make enough money to translate and publish a book he had written from Greek to English. His pet turtle, Sunny Boy, accompanied him on the adventure over Niagara Falls. So he says that he was a part-time chef, author, and philosopher. There's a picture of him here and his turtle. It says he successfully went over the Horseshoe Falls. However, his barrel became trapped in the rocks in a backflow of water behind the veil of the falls. Trapped for many hours, he suffocated to death. Sunny Boy, said to be over 100 years old, survived. So his little turtle survived, but sadly, the man did not. Here's the barrel. Oh my goodness. This is very cool, very interesting. 1930. You can see some of the inside of the barrel, all the wood. And then it's got like a metal opening here. It's like very thick, massive. Like the barrel looks pretty solid. He was pronounced dead. Still strapped to the mattress he had designed as a cushion against the barrel's interior. He would be pronounced dead on the scene. Alongside was his 105-year-old pet turtle, Sunny, who had miraculously survived the plunge unscathed. now we're over at the Annie Edson Taylor display with her barrel. See if we can see inside of it. There's a picture of her here. Queen of the Mist. And that's with her cat. She was the first person and woman to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. She successfully completed this stunt on her 63rd birthday. At the time, she claimed she was 43 years old. To this day, she is believed to also be the oldest person to accomplish the feat. And it tells you here about her history, where she was from. She was a school teacher. And she went over the falls in October 24th, 1901. And it's a Kentucky oak wood barrel. And it had large cushions and a small pillow. And she took her cat. And here's a picture of them rescuing. So it also says that Miss Taylor survived. Spectators held a collective breath as the barrel was swept downriver, halfway to the Maid of the Mist landing, where it would have then been ensnarled in what is known as the Maid of the Mist eddy. Held there until it floated close enough to the shore, the barrel was then reached by rescuers 17 minutes after it shot the cataract. When the hatch was pried open, a dazed but conscious Miss Taylor gasped, "Where am I?" At this barrel, which is Carol Sukik, last of Niagara Daredevils. This is the barrel here. You see there's like a tiny window right there. The handles. And it's made out of metal. It's got a Canadian maple leaf on there. So it says he was a stuntman. He accomplished many courageous challenges, including a ride through the dangerous Niagara Rapids in 1977. After preparation, Carl successfully went over Niagara Falls in a barrel in 1984. He famously appeared on the David Letterman show the same year following his feat. There's a picture of the barrel there. You can see there's the falls. There it is here. So you see this one here was created by Ray Weaver, Rapids Queen, 1961. And it said that Ray Weaver and Major Lloyd Hill co-designed this experimental steel boat Ray used to ride through the Niagara Rapids. The purpose of this trip was not a stunt. It was rather to test the boat design with the idea to develop larger models as rescue boats. And it's pretty cool looking. It's all hard, heavy steel. They say he was well protected as he went through the whirlpool. It says he traveled backwards at times, but he had a football helmet on, a safety belt, and webbing for cushioning. And it had a 3.5 horsepower outboard motor, but it stalled in the whirlpool. And now we're at the Super Dave Mundane barrels. He's got two here. I don't know anything about this strange looking one. It says at 8:35 a.m., the roar of the Horseshoe Falls was joined by the thud of history as 56-year-old Dave Mundane, a diesel mechanic from Caister Centre, Ontario, made his second plunge over the mighty cataract, this time as the oldest ever to attempt the feat twice. Mundane in a 660-pound converted diving bell. That's how it looks there. It's red and white steel shelled emblazoned with the Canadian maple leaf at $500 and a year to refit. The contraption, a gift from a source Mundane refused to disclose, was deliberately low-tech and was as rugged as it was humble. And then this is what he says. "Oh God, it hit hard," Mundane muttered, pale and shaken but conscious, shortly after rescue that fateful Sunday. It says it was launched 300 yards from the brink of the falls. And then there's this one here. See here, I don't know what these are. That's like, so you can see out, I guess. It's pretty massive, thick material. There's a picture of them here. It says the power that is there is danger. It says this silver and red barrel made of aluminum and plastic was launched into the water upstream of the falls. And then Ontario Hydro was alerted by police. The gates on the hydro control dam were closed, causing the water level to drop from 8 feet to 2 feet. As a result, Dave's barrel became trapped, bringing this endeavor to an end. And here's a picture of it there. He was the 10th person to successfully challenge Niagara Falls in a barrel and survive.
Stand close. Feel a power that evokes an instinctual fear.
This is something that Major Lloyd Hill traveled in.
Also known as Nathan Lloyd of New York City, became the first African American to travel the falls with a steep 6-foot diameter rubber ball on July 5, 1961. Later checked out of the hospital with King-built health. Before he left the city, this quiet Daredevil said,
So this one was traveling into the Whirlpool Rapids. It says he went over on 4 separate occasions during his lifetime, and then he attempted to ride over Niagara Falls once in 1950, but only his barrel made the trip. There's a picture of him here.
Suchek finally checked out of the hospital. The doctor suggested he should take a trip to the Niagara. It took only 30 seconds for Daredevil.
So this one is called The Thing, and the person who traveled in this was William Redhill Jr. He was actually the brother of Major Lloyd Hill, and he had an obsession with challenging the Niagara River and wanted to continue his family Daredevil legacy.
After their first 1995, span of 94 years, 15 different people have intentionally challenged Horseshoe Falls.
It says he navigated through the Whirlpool Rapids, but he wanted to push the limits and go over Niagara Falls. It says it was a vessel of canvas, webbing, and holding 13 inner tubes. He went over the Horseshoe Falls in The Thing on August 5th, 1951, and died. Here he is here. And here's another barrel type thing that he went in. Not really like a lot of room in there, but you can get the idea of how it is when you're in there. Says he was fascinated as early as 13 years old when he witnessed Annie Taylor ride over the falls in her barrel. There he is right here, going into the rapids. And it says he successfully traveled through the rapids 1910, 1930, and 1931. So this is the Riverman of Niagara. William Redhill Sr. said he was no ordinary man. He knew the river better than anyone, with his days spent swimming and swirling in its currents, hunting into the banks, studying the way the water danced and roared. This barrel here, which is William Redhill, the Rapids, 1910, 1930, 31. It tells you the different things he's accomplished for saving people over the years. Sounds like he lived quite the life. These are more of the barrels that Dave Mundane used. This one was like a round bell, the bell-shaped barrel. You can see the top of it here. It's all padded inside. Probably not very easy to see that. It's got a little window, and then it's got the Canadian maple leaf, and then all the special thanks to the people, I guess, that helped. Pretty cool looking to see though, really interesting. There's another one here. This is the final one. I don't know if these are for like the oxygen. There's a look inside. Pretty cool looking. I can imagine how, like, I would be so terrified to even think of being in there and going over the falls or rapids. But these people were really daring. Well, that's going to do it for the Daredevil exhibit. Okay, since we're here, we're going to ride to the top, everyone. We are on the observation deck. And if you follow all the way around, it will tell you the different things that you can view at the longitude, latitude. And you can see out there Clifton Hill, but we're going to go out there after just to give you a little walk around. It tells you what you would see at the Skylon Tower, the observation decks, the Summit Suite buffet, and the revolving dining room. So, and it tells you the revolving dining room seats 265 people. And then I guess the top is the dome. Here it is, Yellow Bug Elevator. It says there's 3 of them. And it can carry 30 people in an elevator. And then it shows you when they were pouring the concrete to build the observation deck. 775 feet above Niagara Falls. Look at that with the crane on top. Very cool. There's a view inside. This is where they're completing the amusement area and balcony. It also shows you here, serving the stars in the sky. And it shows you all the different people that have visited the dining room in the Skylon Tower. We've got Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, Prime Minister, Wayne Gretzky, Howie Mandel, Liberace was even here, Regis Philbin, Air Supply, Kirstie Alley, and the famous Christopher Reeve, who also filmed Superman 2 here, and their signatures, autographs. Trisha Yearwood, Joan Rivers. And then some of them wrote really nice notes. It says, thank you for a wonderful evening. Love, Trisha Yearwood. I'll show you. So it is a beautiful place to dine for sure, in the revolving dining room. And then we've got all the different towers. Eiffel Tower, that was 1800. Empire State Building, top of the Rock, New York City. Tour Latino Americano, Mexico City, Tokyo Tower. Got the Space Needle. The Donauturm Tower, Vienna, Austria, 1964. Skylon Tower, 1965. Many other towers around the world. And then of course the CN Tower, 553 meters, 1976. It's pretty cool though to see all the towers nicely displayed. They also have a gift shop here at the top of the observation deck, where you can buy all kinds of souvenirs to take home. Like they have barrel magnets. Have your little collector plates. Have this nice little, like a wallet type of thing, like a little purse. And the price is pretty reasonable, $11.98. It has all kinds of pictures on Niagara Falls. Same thing on the other side. Various postcards. Different baseball caps. You can also get the Maid of the Mist boat floating along the falls. Those of you that like license plates, they have Niagara Falls license plates here. Alright, let's go see the outer part now. Lots of selfies and glamour shots happening. It might be windy out here. Wow, amazing. here. There's a view of Falls View Casino Resort. And then the beautiful Horseshoe Falls right next door. There's the boats. And now we're looking at a view across the river at Niagara Falls, New York, Goat Island. You can walk all through there and make your way all the way to the view at the Horseshoe Falls. There's the American Falls and the Maid of the Mist going by. You can walk all around the observation deck and see the entire city of Niagara Falls. You can see cars crossing the Rainbow Bridge. This is what you get to see if you walk all the way around the observation deck. You get to see really nice views all around of Niagara Falls. That's going to do it for today's video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.